Hello everybody, how are you? How are things going so far? I hope everything is okay. In this video, we're going to talk about a topic that is a bit complicated. Our topic for today is idioms. Do you know what an idiom is? An idiom is an expression that takes on a figurative meaning when certain words are combined. It's not necessarily deducible from literal definition of the individual words that form it. In other words, an idiom is a word or a phrase that is not taken literally. For instance, an idiom like bought the farm has nothing to do with purchasing a farm. Actually, it refers to death. In addition, idioms exist in every language. Sometimes they refer to a certain dialect or to a jargon for a group of people, either who relate to the same group or region, or those who have certain interests in common, like people who work in the same job. So, a group of engineers might have certain idioms that are understandable only among them, and maybe are not common to other people. Moreover, idioms are usually used informally. Let's go back to our reading passage entitled The Masque of the Red Death and look at the idiom used by the writer. The idiom is, the mind was rushing in circles inside the head. The idiom, of course, doesn't mean that the mind was going in a rounded movement. It's just an indication of a bad headache or dizziness. You can see how the individual words, when connected to each other to form an idiom, give a totally different meaning. So, having the idioms in any language might make learning it so complicated. After you learn a lot of verbs and the way they are used, and after you know a lot of words, you may still have difficulty in speaking the language with native. Such complication is partly due to the use of idioms and would also depend on which region of a country you were in and what the interests of the people you are dealing with are. As I have previously mentioned, idiom usage is not just regional, but it also varies according to people's interests and social groups. So, how can we understand idioms? The best way to understand certain idioms would be to ask people give you a clarification of the meaning of the idiom if you are not clear about the idiom that they use.
To ask people to give you. Okay.
ترى صحيحة to ask people give you. طيب لأنه عم تطلع معي يعني naturally صح. بس يلا okay to ask people to give you.
5, 4, 3.
The best way to understand certain idioms would be to ask people to give you a clarification of the meaning of the idiom if you're not clear about the idiom they use. Checking the internet might be another useful way to check for the meaning of the idioms you're not clear about. Let's now move to some idioms in English and see what they mean and why they are used. The first idiom we will deal with is hold your tongue. The idiom does not mean that you put your fingers in your mouth and grab your tongue. Rather, it means keep silent and don't talk. It's usually used when people want to talk, but they'd rather not. Some of the most common idioms in English are the following. I'm feeling sick as a dog. Sick as a dog means that I'm very ill. The exam was a piece of cake. A piece of cake means very easy. He's been feeling pretty down in the dumps these days. Down in the dumps means sad and depressed. Nobody can protest. We're all in the same boat. In the same boat means in the same position. You're still in the beginning, so hold your horses. Hold your horses means be patient. All that noise from the neighboring is driving me up the wall. Drive me up the wall means annoying me. My brother will clean his room when pigs fly. When pigs fly means never. This means that My brother will never clean his room. What you say is Greek to me. Greek to me means that I don't understand it. The children could play outside till the cows come home. Till the cows come home means very long. In fact, though studying idioms is not easy, but still, it's an interesting topic. The more idioms you know, the more you will improve in the language. This is the end of our video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will stop here and I will see you in a next video. Thank you very much.